I think that this is my first video with my new glasses. Oh my god, how exciting is that? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abigail and I hope you had a very Merry Christmas. I hope you spent it with people that you loved and Santa treated you guys well, and it was just such a great day and a great holiday season for all of you guys. Today, I'm gonna be doing a what I got for Christmas slash Barnes & Noble vlog plus haul combination thing. I was originally gonna do this as two separate videos. I was gonna do my Barnes & Noble vlog and then my Christmas haul plus Barnes & Noble sale day haul, but I didn't vlog very much because I was hot and overstimulated, and I usually shop the Barnes & Noble sale on December 26th later at night, like kind of like an hour or two before they close, and I didn't do that this year because I had to go to work. So I had to go earlier, and I went to a bigger location as well, which was a little bit overstimulating for me. So I didn't vlog very much, so I'm just gonna include those vlog clips in this video. But first I'm gonna do my Christmas haul, then I'll do the vlog, and then I'll do the haul of what I got from the Barnes & Noble sale day thing. Not to be like every other YouTuber, but just a couple disclaimers. Y'all know, I'm not trying to brag, okay? I'm very grateful for everything that I got. I just want to show y'all what I got. But I actually do want to do like a real disclaimer for my Barnes & Noble sale day haul. I got a lot of books, you guys. I want you and me to have this come to Jesus moment right here. The amount of books that I bought at the Barnes & Noble sale day is not a normal amount of books to buy in one sweep. About a year, sure, fine. But in one go, that is not a normal amount of books to buy. And I normally do not buy this amount of books at one time. I literally only do it at Barnes & Noble sale day because I save up all my Barnes & Noble points throughout the year and I save up money. But the amount of books that I bought on December 26th is not a normal amount of consumption of books in one day. So do not think that this is normal, and do not think that you'll ever see this from me again until next year, because you won't. Because I will buy maybe, you know, a handful of books throughout the year, but for the most part, that is the day that I buy books. Between you and me, that is not a normal level of consumption, and I know that, and you know that, and we know that together. Glad we had this talk. Okay, but anyways, let's start off with what I got for Christmas that was bookish related. Starting off very strong with this shirt that I'm wearing right now. My mommy bought it for me. Off to buy more books, and it's got a frog on it. How freaking precious is this? I was talking to my mom. They always ask for like bookish merch for like the books that I read that year. And I was talking to my mom and I was like, you know, I might kind of want like just a general like reading bookish shirt. And she was like, girl, I think I'm already on that vibe. And she just bought this of me of her own volition without even me asking. How freaking cute is it? It's a little frog with a little hat. Off to buy more books. So good. I wanted to wear this on Barnes & Noble sale day when I went on the 26th, but in Texas it was literally like 80 degrees outside, so like a sweatshirt was just like not gonna happen. But it's cold again, so I'm wearing it today. Keeping on trend with clothing, I got this Twilight off the shoulder t-shirt. It's like the movie poster from Hot Topic. How freaking cute is this? And it's like raw hemmed, baggy fit, crop top, off the shoulder, y'all. Y'all don't know this about me, I don't think, but I love an off the shoulder top. And I'm obsessed with this shirt. Then I got a Kindred's Curse Saga shirt. It says, DM Bellator, burn my queen. On the bottom it says, glow so bright the darkness trembles. How freaking amazing is this shirt? I freaking love this design. I'll have anything that I can have linked down below, but I know my mom got this off Etsy because I asked for it off Etsy. Look how freaking cute that is. I do have a couple fun bookish like decor items. Starting off strong with two that have not come in yet. My sister got me this like terracin book nook thing that has like, you can put like a little tea light behind it and it'll like glow. I feel like it's gonna look so good on my Sarah J Maas shelf. This shelf is about to get such a facelift. Like, I'm so excited. It's gonna look so freaking good on that shelf. I'm hyped. The other thing that didn't come in is this print, again off Etsy, which I'll have linked down below, a Throne of Glass print to put on my wall. I have this Dragon Riders book club thing hanging on the side. If you follow me on my Bookstagram, you would have seen that. She looked it up and got the exact same size and the exact same frame, so it can go like right underneath it. And I was so excited. It just hasn't come from like the printer, I guess, yet, but that's gonna look so cute. Then my mommy, again, I didn't even ask for this, but of her own volition, made me an ornament. It says 2025 Abigail's favorite books, and it's all the Throne of Glass books, and it actually shakes, and it's a snow globe because another fun fact about me is that I love snow globes. How freaking just so thoughtful that was of her to just like make this for me and buy it for me of her own accord. I love my mommy. That was so cute, and I put it on my Christmas tree right when I got home. And then lastly, certainly not leastly, I got another book nook, just like the one that I have right here. It's like a build your own book nook. It's by the same brand, Row Life. I got the garden house version, and I liked it because it has a little chair, just like this one has a little chair. The little red thing back there is a little chair. I think I'm gonna put this up at the top and have it separate my dystopian from my romance, but it's just so freaking cute. And I love doing stuff like this, like it's like a little craft to like put together. It took me quite a long time actually to put this one together, mostly because I was missing a part. So hopefully I'm not missing a part on this one. This one, sadly, is supposed to have a light, but it doesn't work, so I'm really hoping the light on this one works. But I love these for my shelf, and there's just like a fun little craft to do. So now we're just gonna move on to like some miscellaneous bookish things, and then we'll move on to books. My boyfriend's parents, every single year, I'm very lucky, they gift me a Barnes & Noble gift card. I actually left it at my house for the Barnes & Noble sale day, so I get to have that. Support my book buying all year long. So that's pretty nice. And then my grandma got me this magnetic bookmark. I love magnetic bookmarks. They're my favorite and like the only kind that I actually ever really remember to use. But it's like a leather one and it has an A on it. So cute. My boyfriend's parents also got me some reading socks, like those really nice tall, like really fuzzy, like Sherpa lined ones, and they're like grippy on the sides. I love this because my feet get so cold. I have such bad circulation in my toes. So this is actually so perfect for me. And then so thoughtfully, his parents got me this journal and some pens to take notes. Oh, here's the pens. To take notes on books and stuff for my videos. How cute is that? It was so thoughtful and sweet of them. And I love this journal, how it like opens up like this and it's like so beautiful. I feel like I'm gonna look so professional when I'm like doing my book videos, like with my notes, and I'll be like, okay guys, according to my files, you know what I mean? Like I just feel like this is so pretty, and I was like so thoughtful to like see that I make my videos and then get me something to support that. I don't know, I just thought that was so sweet. That's all like the like miscellaneous bookish things that I got. Now let's move on to my books. For my boyfriend's brother, I got Bury Your Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab, signed edition. Got her little signature right there. I love V.E. Schwab. I have so many V.E. Schwab books that I want to read. I ask for a book from her basically every single year. So I'm so excited to read Bury Your Bones in the Midnight Soil. Hopefully I get to it this year because I really want to. The Library of Lost Girls by Kristen Phipps. This is a YA like mystery thriller book. I love mystery thriller, but sometimes adult mystery thriller is really a little bit too much for me. I'm a little bit of a scaredy cat. I can do like the cozy mysteries like Thursday Murder Club, but like kind of anything really beyond that I kind of struggle with. The YA mystery thriller, she's perfect for me. And I saw this one recommended for like if you like The Bad One by Melissa Albert, which I really like that book. This might be another good one for you. So I picked it up, or my boyfriend picked it up for me. So thank you, Sashi. And then from my mama, I got the Six of Crows duology in the original crow covers, like with the wings and stuff. My mom is obsessed with birds and she loves crows, specifically they're like her favorite bird. So she got me like the original crow covers, which is good because those are the ones that I wanted. But y'all know if you watch my BookCon video that I really, really want to read these, but I'm gonna read Shadow and Bone first. But like I just have this deep feeling in my soul that like these books are just gonna hit for me. And my sister said that she read these without Shadow and Bone, but like everyone else I talked to was like, you should read Shadow and Bone first. So I'm gonna do that, but I cannot wait to crack these bad boys up. I'm so excited. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, I got Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon for my sister, which if you watch my BookCon video, you know that I really, really, really want to read this book before BookCon, but the size of it before April with all the other books that I want to read kind of intimidates me a little bit. But I don't know, I've been so back in my fantasy era. Like the end of the year just is fantasy season for me because that's when I read Fourth Wing, is when I started reading ACOTAR. I spent all of 2024 reading Sarah J Maas books, and I literally finished Crescent City, the first one, on Christmas Eve. So it's like the end of the year, the holiday season reminds me of fantasy. So I've kind of been like, should I read her right now? Like, should I read her right now? And I might. But I'm so excited to dive into this book. Like, I'm so excited. So that was all the books and bookish related things that I got for Christmas from my family. Again, I am so grateful. I feel like the luckiest girl in the whole world, whole world, whole world. I really do. But now we're gonna move on to Barnes & Noble sale day. I'm gonna toss you back to December 26th. so you can hang out with Abigail of the past and see her shopping adventures. Have fun. See you when you're done. Today we're shopping the Barnes & Noble hardcover sale. I'm so excited. This is like something I look forward to every single year. I save up my points. I save up everything for this very moment. I have very thought out strategy. Includes multiple laps. So I start with my first lap where I get any and all books I'm interested in. Then I go sit in the cafe, get a little treat, get a little coffee, get a little something. And I sort through the books. I read synopsises, I maybe read a couple pages. I sort into maybes, yeses, and nos. I return on the nos and I keep all the yeses and maybes. I do another lap around. Just anything I might have missed. And then I do the same thing again, go sit down in the cafe. Then I sort out my definite yeses and then my maybes. And then I decide what I'm gonna buy. So let's go. Okay, this is the biggest Barnes & Noble I've ever been to on hardcover sale day, and also it is the earliest I've ever come to hardcover sale day. I usually do this at night, but I work tonight, so it's really busy, so I feel a little bit weird vlogging, but I'm just going to try to be brave and do it anyway. But here's to my first pass. Some of the things that I'm looking for are off of my Christmas list of books that I didn't get, and some of them are just books that I want to get and read. Okay, so this is not the normal Barnes & Noble that I go to, so I'm not very sure where everything is, so I'm walking around a lot, but I already have a very hefty basket, so hopefully Josh gets here soon so he can carry it for me. I got my first pass. Got a really hot stack of books, so now I'm gonna sort the no's from the yeses and the maybes. Okay, I'm having a really hard time actually deciding between my maybe pile, so we're about to do some math. Okay, so I just did the math on how much everything's gonna cost me with the discounts and everything. And I've decided to get all my yeses and all my maybes that stayed as maybes. So none of the maybes that transferred to no, so like I'm not getting guild, I'm not getting the women. Anything that was like a maybe and I was like, I don't know, like kind of want it, whatever, I'm gonna get. Because I just did the math on it, so there we go. Well, we're gonna go put all my no's back. So what I'm not getting is Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross, The Women by Kristen Hanna, Daughter of No World by Clarissa Broadbent, Guild by Raven Kennedy, What You're Looking For is in the Library by Chiyoko Iwayama, and Will There Ever Be Another You by Patricia Lockwood. I do really want to read all these books, but today's just not the day. So we're going to put them all back in their place because I'm a good person. Alrighty guys, I hope y'all enjoyed that hodgepodge of clips. I already know that I'm gonna have to edit a lot of the things that I filmed because I don't want to spoil the haul that I'm about to give you guys. So let's get into what I bought. Let me go grab my bag. I did get a new bag of books bag because I renewed my membership for the year. So I got a new bag of books. I intentionally did that on hardcover sale day so that I get a bag to carry my loot in. I bought 12 books in total. Like I said, that's not a normal amount of books to buy in one time, okay? This is a one time a year thing for me. Out of the 12 books I bought, only 2 of them were books that I did not have on my radar already. Everything else I either had already wanted to read, asked for Christmas and just didn't get, or like had in the radar of my mind of things that like, oh, I probably want to read that. Only 2 of them I just saw at the store and was like, yeah, I'll get it. Sure, why not? So we're gonna start with those 2, okay? So the first one is Kill Your Darlings by Peter Swanson. This is a like murder mystery, but it's told in reverse. So this woman basically wants to kill her husband, and you go from when she decides she wants to kill her husband backwards through all these moments of their life until you get to like the inciting incident. What happens next has everything to do with what happened before. The story of Wendy and Tom's marriage is told in reverse, moving backwards through time to witness key moments from the couple's lives, all painting a portrait of a marriage defined by a single terrible act they plotted together many years ago. Sign me up. That sounds really good. This is an adult mystery, like I said, but it is giving more like just like mystery, not like mystery thriller. So I think that I'll be able to handle this. And then the next one that I got is another thicky fantasy book. The Shadow of What Was Lost by James Inglington. This is the first in the Lycanius trilogy. It's huge. It's really, actually, the words on the page are just like really big, but it is only like 600 pages, 691. So it's like 700 pages. I was really drawn in by the cover of this. I don't know, something about it, just like, I'm really back in my fantasy era, you guys. Like, I really am. The only fantasy that I truly read this year was the Kindred's Curse saga, and I'm just writing back in my fantasy era. So this seemed really good. It's basically about this society that overthrew these like godlike creatures in this big war that happened like 20 years ago. And this guy who was born after the war ended figures out that he has the same abilities and the same powers as these godlike figures that were overthrown by like the rebellion. And it sets off like a chain of events. And it says, an ancient enemy begins to stir. Okay, well, sign me up. I'm sad. I'm ready. So I'm excited to dive into this. I have never really heard much about this. I don't know anyone that's read it. If you have read it and you're my friend, tell me about it because I didn't know. I want to know. But I'm really excited to dive into this. So those are the 2 books that I bought that were like not on my radar. I'd never heard before, but I just saw them at the store and got interested and wanted to get them. Everything else, titles you've heard me talk about or titles you know and love and whatever. Starting off strong with Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. This I want to read for BookCon. Tracy Deonn's going to be there. So I really want to dive into the series. This is like a King Arthur kind of like lore retelling vibes, inspiration. I'm not sure exactly. I honestly don't really know what this is about, but I've heard so many amazing things and she's gonna be at BookCon, so I want to give this book in this series a try. Next, we have In the Veins of the Drowning by Callie Cassidy. This is a siren mermaid fantasy. I wanted to read this for so long. I love mermaids. Like, I was like an H2O girly growing up. I loved aquamarine. I used to play mermaids all the time. I used to do spells in my bathtub, thinking like YouTube spells, trying to become a mermaid. Like, I was that girl. I love a mermaid. And this is basically about a girl who, the kingdom she lives in thinks that sirens are evil. And so she's like in hiding until this guy from a neighboring kingdom is like, actually, this big bad enemy is coming for both of our kingdoms and you need to get back in touch with your siren power to help defeat it. I think this will be like maybe like a summer read for me just because like siren, mermaids, whatever. I'm excited. Next up, we have Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Y'all know this book. This has been highly recommended to me by literally everyone that I know. So Project Hail Mary, y'all know, it's a classic. My allergies are like getting progressively worse as I film this video, so sorry about that. I have I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Hartman. If you are anywhere on the internet, especially if you're like in like feminist reading circles, you will have heard about this book. It is basically about this group of women who are entrapped underground by this group of men and they don't know how many days it's been, how long they've been down there, they don't know what time of day it is. It's really like, it is not a good state of life that they're in. Another woman gets captured and brought down underground beneath them, and she becomes like the key to their escape and helps them navigate the world above. I'm really interested in reading this book. I want to get a little bit more into reading like feminist fiction and fiction that leans closer to like having conversations about like race and feminism and classism and stuff. I want to get more into reading fiction like that because I really struggle with like the actual theory. Like, I've tried to read feminist theory and critical race theory and like I just really struggle to read that, but I do want to engage with that kind of thought, I guess. Like, I really want to engage in like those lines of thoughts and like learn more about it and just like become more well educated and well adept in those like arenas of life. And I think fiction will be a good way for me to do that. And so this is like a little toe step into giving that a try and seeing how that goes. Next up, I got A Dark and Drowning Tide by Allison Saft. The cover of this, need I say more? The covers that are like this is another book that's like A Treasury of Swans. It has the same vibe of like cover that I just find so deeply cunty. Like, I just love it so much. This is about 2 like academic rivals who have to team up to try to solve the murder of their mentor. And it's sapphic. Okay. Say less. I feel like this is like the year of like sapphic literature for me because Buried Bones in the Midnight Soil is sapphic. That's sapphic. This next one I'm about to talk about is sapphic as well. This is How You Lose the Time War by Amal El Motar, I hope I'm saying that right, and Max Gladstone. You've probably heard about this book. It was really, really popular on Book Talk for a really long time. It is basically like a time travel fantasy love story. I've heard that it kind of like makes you like rethink like the whole world. And there's a quote on the back from V.E. Schwab that says, "Holy shit, this was good." So I feel like that is all I need to know that this is gonna be a great book. Let's see what else we got in here. I have The Second Death of Luck by V.L. Bovalino. I have seen a couple other booktubers talk about this book and it's had me intrigued. Basically, this girl is like a mage and then she is sent on this really kind of dangerous mission to protect the child of an enemy kingdom. But she has a secret, which is that she's not just like any mage, she's not just like any magic wielder. She is the holder of all the magic in the world, and if she dies, all the magic dies with her. How freaking cool is that? How freaking cool is that? Like, tell me you don't want to read this book right now. Next up, we got Bury Your Gaze by Chuck Tingle. Again, if you watch my booktube, no, if you watch my BookCon video, you know that he's gonna be at BookCon, and I'd really love to read this book. I've had this book on my radar for like so long. I actually tried to buy it last year at the Barnes & Noble sale after Christmas, but no Barnes & Noble had it in stock for some reason. Did not know this is a horror. When he took me over to the horror section, the bookseller, because I was looking for it in like the fiction, when he took me over to horror, I was like, oh, okay, because like I said, adult horror, adult thriller. I don't really know if it's for me, but hey, we're gonna give it a try because I have wanted to read for so long. So we're gonna dip our toes into some uncomfortable territory this year and give Barrier Gaze a little try. Okay, we're down to our last two. I got Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. Again, another BookCon pick. Look at how cute the spine is too. I feel like it must like make a little picture, but this is like so interesting and fun. About this world where it's divided between silver bloods and red bloods, with silver being the elite and red bloods being the lower class. And this girl, who is a red blood, gets like brought into the silver world. Okay, we're on the last one. And this is a great way to end the video. I got Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. I'm so excited. I have been so interested in diving into the world of Brandon Sanderson for so long now. Mistborn has been on my radar for a million years, but for some reason it just intimidated me because I know that Mistborn is a trilogy, but the whole world that Brandon Sanderson is like doing is like 40 books or something crazy like that. I've decided to take the plunge. I'm so excited. And also look at how floppy this book is. Like literally the ultimate flop. I had this guy who was at my job, like I'm a server, right? And he was sitting at a table that was not my section, but I was just like, I saw him reading, so I was like, hey, what are you reading? And we started talking about Brandon Sanderson, and he actually told me, he's like, if you want the most supreme flop, you need to get like this Mistborn edition. And he did not lie, because holy crap, like it is the floppiest book of the century. I'm so excited to get into this and to dive into Brandon Sanderson. I hope I love it. There's a lot of hype for it in my head, so I hope that it lives up. I'm sure that it will, but I have so many books I need to read. Alrighty guys, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I loved showing you guys what I got, doing my little haul. Again, do not expect a haul of this caliber again this year until next December, because that is the time that I get all the things. I would like to know what you got for Christmas, or if you got anything from the Barnes & Noble sale day that was like really fun and interesting that you're really excited about. Please let me know in the comments. I'd love to chat about that. And if you want to be friends elsewhere, my Goodreads is linked down below, as well as my Bookstagram. I post on my Bookstagram a little bit more like on a day-to-day basis, like on my stories and stuff. So if you want to keep in touch with me and see what I'm doing and what I have going on and get updates about videos and stuff, follow that down below. It'll be linked. That's all I got for you guys. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Do the internet things that the internet has taught you how to do. You've been on YouTube before. You know what this is like. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it more than you could ever possibly know. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!